Okay, I'm just getting ready to make my challah dough. So what I have is a cup of lukewarm water with a package of fast rising yeast that I've let sit for about 10 minutes. So to that, I'm going to add now 2 tablespoons of honey. So I'm just going to kind of eyeball this. One teaspoon of salt. I'm just going to mix that in together with the yeast. Then to that, I'm going to add 3 beaten eggs into our mixture. So 3 beaten eggs. Just mix that in together. And now to make our challah dough, we're going to add 3.5 cups of flour, so our white flour. So just a little bit at a time. Let's get that into the mixture. Now this particular recipe that I'm following is only going to make enough dough for 1 challah. So that's not a hell of a lot of dough. Okay, so now I'm just going to start to work this dough with my hands. Still a little sticky. You may need to add a little bit more flour. I'm going to need a little bit more flour here. Okay, now we're gonna let our dough rise. So I'm just gonna take a little bit of olive oil and just put that in a bowl. Just put that along the sides. We're gonna take our dough and we're just gonna roll that in it to get all the sides sort of coated. And then we're just gonna take a warm wet towel, put that over top, and let that sit and rise for about 45 minutes. Okay, so while I'm waiting for my challah dough to rise, I'm gonna make an Israeli salad for my dinner later tonight, which I'm gonna accompany with a honey glazed chicken breast. So that's gonna be really, really nice. So really simple for an Israeli salad. All we need is a green cucumber, like an English cucumber, some Roma tomatoes, some red onion, some fresh parsley, and a little bit of lemon juice, and of course some kosher salt. So basically we just want to cube up our cucumbers, our tomatoes, and our red onion, and just put them all into a bowl. So I've got my cucumber, my tomatoes, and my red onion in a bowl. So last I'm just gonna put in some fresh chopped parsley. So now that our Israeli salad is all mixed, I'm just gonna add a little bit of some kosher salt and some freshly squeezed lemon juice just on top of that. This could very easily be made into a tabbouleh salad. All you'd have to do is just make some couscous. I don't have any couscous, so just got a seed in here. So mix that up, and there we have our Israeli salad. Okay, so I'm just getting my chicken ready to do for my Shabbos meal tonight. So I've got 3/4 cup of honey, 1/4 cup of soya sauce, 1/4 cup of olive oil, tablespoon of garlic powder, and some black pepper. And we're just gonna whisk this all together and make a nice sauce to go on our chicken. Okay, now what I like to do is just pour this over top of my chicken breasts. So I've got my breasts on a baking sheet here, and we're just gonna coat our chicken. Then I'm just gonna kind of brush that a little more along the sides, get kind of underneath there a bit. It's actually, this recipe is meant for more than 2 chickens, so I have a little bit of extra sauce here, but that's okay. Okay, so my chicken is ready to go in the oven. So I'm doing it at 375 degrees for about 40-45 minutes, so just keep an eye on it. And I'm just warming up some beet borscht that my mom made for me when I was just recently home. And I'm gonna have borscht for lunch, so this looks so good. Okay, I'm gonna try and polish up my Kiddush cup, which is like really badly tarnished right now, silver. And obviously I haven't used it in a while. So what I'm gonna do is do half a cup of baking soda in an aluminum foil lined tin or pan, some salt, some hot water, get that to dissolve. Add your Kiddush cup into this. And we'll wait and see what happens. Okay, so our dough has tripled almost in size. So we're just gonna punch that in. And as you can see, it's just nice. It sort of sticks to the bowl, but not really. So now we're just going to cut this up into pieces. I'm going to use the top of my stove because, like I said before, I don't have a lot of counter space here. So we're going to take our dough off. I'm just going to knead it a bit here. Oh, I just love the smell and the feel of the dough. It smells like fresh bread. It smells so good. Okay, we're just going to cut this into 4 pieces. 4 equal pieces. 2. As equal as we can get them anyway. So this will be the 4 pieces that we're going to now roll into like long tubes to braid for the challah. So again, we're just going to roll these out into 4 equal pieces. Okay, so now comes the fun part of braiding our challah. So you've got your 4 pieces, and we're just going to begin to just cross them over. Stove is just beeped at 350 degrees. We're going to cook our challah, and I've got 2 little side buns on the side with some of the extra dough that I had. So we're just going to take an egg yolk that I just added a little bit of water to, and we're just going to brush that over the top of our braids. Okay, now I'm just going to take a little bit of sesame seed and just sprinkle a few of those over the top of our challah. And there we have it. Into the oven now for about 30-35 minutes.